So right now you're looking at footage shot on a $35,000 Red camera. It looks pretty bad though, right? Well, it's because we messed up all the fundamentals. Now you're looking at footage shot on an entry-level camera, but it looks so much better. Why? Well, we have all of our settings set correctly, we have our lighting set up. These are all basic fundamentals that a lot of people skip. They focus on the gear instead of the actual skills, the practical knowledge, and this is exactly what we teach in our program, 14-Day Filmmaker. It'll get you exactly where you want to be, 10 times faster than YouTube ever could, and that's what all of our students say. Now here's exactly what you're going to learn on a day-to-day basis. Day one is all about your foundation and the fundamentals. What's the best gear to buy depending on my budget, and how the heck do I get started using it? By the end of your first day in the program, you'll know what settings to use to get the most cinematic videos possible. Day two covers lenses and focal lengths, helping you understand how to bring the vision in your head to life. Up next, we cover ideal image composition and camera angles, the secrets behind creating content that really stands out from the rest. Day four covers camera movement. Learn how to say goodbye to shaky footage for good and perfect your own professional style. We'll cover all the essential tools and outline which is best for you. Day five covers the holy grail of cinematic filmmaking, lighting. Watch as we break down this complicated science and teach you how to light beautiful scenes, whether you're using professional studio lights or cheap desk lamps. Some students say this individual day's worth of training is worth the price of the entire program. Day six will cover how to get clean, pro-sounding audio, perfect for commercial work or filming your own YouTube videos. Then days 7, 8, and 9 really dive into it, the editing process. Even if you've never edited anything before, we'll have you pumping out professional looking videos in just a matter of days. Now, I know what you're thinking again. What editing software do you teach? And is it expensive to get? Well, I have good news for you. The choice is yours because we teach our entire editing workflow in the world's 3 most popular programs: Adobe Premiere Pro, Apple's Final Cut Pro, and DaVinci Resolve. And just so you know, that last program, DaVinci Resolve, it's completely free, and it might just be the best out of all 3 programs. You'll learn the techniques to edit faster than you ever have before. We'll simplify the color grading process and show you how to get that cinematic Hollywood look out of your footage. We'll teach you how to do cool, creative transitions. We'll show you the best export settings. You name it, we've got you covered. And as an added bonus, we even cover Adobe After Effects, teaching you advanced skills like adding motion graphics and animations to your work. Day 10 gives you a behind-the-scenes look at making this passion of yours a full-time career with behind-the-scenes job shadows. Learn what it takes to make over 6 figures a year doing this for a living. We'll outline exactly how you can take your new skill set and start landing jobs, even if you're completely new. And we'll even explain how you can take this new skill set and land travel jobs all around the globe, like this commercial I shot for a tourism company in Costa Rica. Then finally, days 11, 12, 13, and 14 walk you through the step-by-step process of shooting your first professional video. From coming up with the idea, planning out your shooting process, editing together the pieces, and even releasing it for the world to see. Now that's the 14 days, but believe me, it doesn't stop there. Every single day has specific practice exercises designed to get you out there implementing everything you've just learned. Practice exercises are typically challenges designed to get you up and filming, but we also have written quizzes so you can test yourself on the terminology. We have video quizzes so you can start testing your eye, and so much more. This is how we help people grow so much in just 14 days. Practice makes perfect, and with these exercises, you'll never be left scratching your head wondering what to film next. You'll also get access to our private Facebook group of almost 10,000 members. This group alone is worth the price of the program, or at least that's what the students are saying. We go live in this group every single week to answer any questions you have. We also host contests in this community for real cash prizes. Ask Drew if he enjoys the contests. He won the last one with this awesome video he shot, which won him almost $6,000 worth of prizes. Now, aside from actual cash prizes, we also give away filming gear like this Canon EOS R. Now, on top of all of this, anyone who joins our program gets 60% off the Adobe Creative Cloud suite of applications. That's 60% off Premiere Pro, After Effects, Photoshop, Lightroom, and tons of other programs. That one bonus, pays for the entire price of this program. So you actually end up almost making money by joining 14-Day Filmmaker. Hopefully you can see that, above all else, this program was created for one purpose: to give anyone who wants to learn filmmaking the opportunity without forcing them to spend a bunch of money. We also know you're gonna have just a ton of fun throughout the process. So right now you're faced with a choice. You can continue trying to learn this skill set by binge watching videos on YouTube, hoping to find the answers you're looking for. Or you can skip taking your grandma out to dinner just one time and enroll in 14-Day Filmmaker, where you can take your skills from amateur to professional. If this sounds like the program you've been looking for, click the link below and enroll today.
Filmmaking has always been a hobby of mine, but it's always been so difficult to learn. Before taking this course, I took a film course in high school, I invested in a lot of other online video courses, and I spent hours on YouTube trying to find tutorials that were supposed to be introductory. But it was all very overwhelming and left me even more confused. I still had no idea where to even begin. So when I saw this course, I was a little hesitant at first because 1, it seemed too good to be true, and 2, I see ads like this on my Facebook all the time and I wasn't really sure if it was really worth it. But it was one of the best decisions that I have ever made. I love how Anthony goes straight to the point. He covers everything you need to know step by step and gives you practical exercises that you can do to improve. I also really like the Facebook group where you can post your videos and get feedback on it from other members. This course gave me the fundamentals of filmmaking that has now helped me understand other YouTube tutorials that used to be confusing. I feel like now I can really begin to grow from here as a filmmaker.
So I've been writing and directing short films for about 10 years, but I've always been dependent on crew. I'm the least technical person you're ever gonna meet. I wasn't even allowed to touch the camera on set, and that got kind of frustrating after a while because when you depend on other people and you want to film and they're not around, you're kind of stuck. So finally I'd had enough. I'm gonna do this. I went out and I bought all the equipment, and then this became the most expensive paperweight that I own. It just sat in the corner of my room gathering dust for about 4 years. Because quite frankly, I was scared to use it. I was afraid I was going to break this thing. And it wasn't until I found 14-Day Filmmaker that that gave me not only the skills, but also just the courage to take this thing out and start using it. And now to the point where I can actually approach a client and get paid to do it, which is incredible. And that's exactly what you get with 14-Day Filmmaker. Obviously, he's going over the basics from 3-point lighting and shot composition, but then it just keeps going deeper. I mean, like the editing, he goes over 3 different types of software. The Final Cut section. I've been cutting on Final Cut for about 10 years, and I was still learning stuff from Anthony's section on this, like left and right. It was blowing my mind that this was all for about half the price of a grocery bill. I'm getting all this value in this program, and then it would just keep going deeper. He's going over how to get passive income with your stock footage and how to structure your commercials, and then you get access to this Facebook group where you've got thousands of people, veteran filmmakers on there who are like, if you have any question, you post your project or you're stuck on something, you just post it on there and you get immediate feedback, as well as access to the coaches. You get a lot of programs, a lot of gurus, and they're like hands off and you never get to see them, or if you email them, you're never going to hear back from them. That is completely the opposite with 14-Day. They're so accessible, they're so helpful. This is really a no-brainer. It literally blows my mind how little money they're asking for how much they're giving, because this is like an entire course in college and you're getting it for chump change. So sign up, that's all I can say.
So I just wrapped up the 14-Day Filmmaker program. What's going on? My name's Josh, and for the past few years or so, I've been trying to pursue a career as a filmmaker. And before 14-Day Filmmaker, I bought another course that was double the price that came with like half the amount of information. And before that, I was trying to learn everything on YouTube. My biggest frustration with YouTube was that I was learning everything out of sequence. I was learning the advanced theory before the fundamental. And I spent so much time and money learning these things out of sequence. And that's why 14-Day Filmmaker is the ultimate film school, in my opinion, is it walks you through step by step each area of filmmaking in the most organized way I've ever seen. And it just makes sense. These are the foundations and fundamentals that will follow you for the rest of your career. No matter what you're shooting, whether you're shooting weddings or real estate or commercials, these are the foundations that will follow you wherever you go, and they will haunt you if you get them wrong. So I just wanted to give a huge thank you to Anthony and Paul for putting this together. I never thought I could learn so much in such a short period of time. Like 2 weeks. I spent almost 2 years on YouTube and other film schools. So put that in perspective. check it out, guys. Again, thank you, Anthony and Paul, so much. I'm so stoked to see where I'm going to go next. Check it out, guys.